You're now tuning in to the Ambitious Views podcast, where we share unique perspectives on storytelling within film and television from the past, present, and future. We're here for a good time, not a long time. So let's get to it. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Ambitious Views podcast. We got a good one for y'all today. And we told y'all we was going to bring in somebody else. We was going to expand the AVP fam, and we definitely have finally done that. As we get ready to close out season 3 of the podcast, happy to finally have Alex on board, and we're gonna get on into it a little bit later on and stuff like that, so y'all can get to know him. So, but of course, first off, let's just check in. Blaze, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I am enjoying this time of relaxation because I am off for the rest of the
Mm,
year.
mm,
Hmm,
that
must
sounds
be
good.
nice.
It is
Must
nice.
be nice.
It
Must be
is.
nice.
You got to
Okay.
use your time wisely.
That's
Oh,
right.
okay. That's what they say. That's what they say. Alex, my brother, how you doing, man?
What's going on? What's going on? Happy to finally be able to be a part of this. It's been a long time coming, but here we go. Ready to rock and roll. But it's that time of year in my line of work. Everybody trying to get everything done before
Mhm.
Friday, and most of it should
Hmm.
probably wait till January 6th or 8th or
Yeah,
9th. But
yeah.
hey, these next couple of days, I'm trying to just put my head down and get to work, and so I can enjoy these next couple of weeks.
I
Yeah.
feel you, Doc. And you're gonna be able to be off a couple weeks, you said?
Yeah, I plan on basically just being out the rest of the year. I
Okay.
might, check in periodically,
Okay,
make sure
God.
I ain't slam, but for the most part, I'm done.
That's dope. That's dope. I hope to be like y'all one day.
I
I
was
hope to
like,
be like
Corker, you need to join us.
Hey, if I could find something for him, I would definitely help him out, boy. Get him up out of there.
Man, look, man, it's the grind is real. But I will say the good thing about not being off as much around this time, I am able to keep the food pantry open.
Hmm.
And back in the day, we all was in school. Like some people
Mhm.
forget that the calf be closed, and so
That's right.
Yeah.
so it's definitely going to be big for them, and of course those faculty, well, staff and students that just really need it. So it's all good, and I got a lot of stuff done. I got grades turned in. Haven't had any, oh my gosh, why you gave me this, all this stuff like that. So I'm good. I'm
Okay.
good, so but yeah, but all right, y'all, we're gonna get on into it. Today's episode, we're gonna be talking about all Blaze fault. I mean, all her fault, my bad.
Uh.
All her fault, which has been really big on the Peacock streaming platform, and we are finally able to get to it. Alex and Blaze was talking about it a lot in the group me, and I know I was late
Mhm.
to it, and people was talking about it a lot on social media, and I was like, Audrey, let's go ahead and jump on this thing so we can see what this wagon talking about. So that's what we'll be talking about today, of course. But we got to go ahead and jump into what is this? All right. Now, this is the first time Alex will be participating
Right.
in this. All right. And so I'm definitely interested to see who's going to get it. I think it's going to be kind of easy. And I picked these three person places of things on purpose
Mm-hmm.
just because of the movie. All right. I
Okay.
mean, of the show that we watched. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into it, get my lineup together. Now I'm gonna let y'all know, just to remind y'all, the deal is
Mm-hmm.
there's gonna be a person, place, or thing, three of the same movie or TV show relationship. They're together, bonded, all right, forever and always. All right. So basically, this is how it's gonna go. I'm gonna say the three, whatever it is, and you gotta guess what TV show or movie that is a part of. All right.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So I will tell you the three items will be the characters' names.
Okay.
The characters' names. All right. So first one is Dave. Second one is Louise.
Mm.
And third one is Scott. You got Dave, Louise,
Scott.
and Scott.
This just Alex guessing, right?
He felt like he just picked three names from the church.
Right?
Hey.
Sister and brother.
Sister Dave, Sister Louise, Brother Scott. I don't know. Ooh, man.
And since it's two of y'all, it's a little bit easier. What hint do you want a hint?
I need a hint.
Yeah, I
Got
need
to.
a hint too.
All right, first hint is that it is a movie.
Okay.
It is a movie.
Dave Louise Scott.
Louise is
Movie.
throwing me off.
And that's sad because, yeah,
And it got something to do with all her fault.
yes.
Duh.
And it's a movie. Is it an older movie? Like early 2000s?
It's tens on out.
Tens.
Okay, so that take out what I was thinking.
I would even say
It's
this first one came out in 2018.
oh Lord.
Oh, wait, okay. I think I know what it is, but I never saw the movie because you said the first one, so it's a series.
I give you that. It's a franchise series. There was two hints that I gave at the same time.
Is it what's the name of that movie? It's it's the one with Denzel Washington in it.
Okay. Okay.
Um, The Equalizer?
That's your guess? You locking that in for 2000?
I don't know. I ain't never seen it, so I don't know the characters' names. But that's a series. I want to
Okay.
say Dakota Fanning is in the third one, and she's in All Her
Ooh.
Fault.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay, that's where you going.
What you
Okay.
thinking, Alex?
I was gonna go with because it's a the series is wrapped around a missing child. The queen of missing children movies is Halle Berry, and I was gonna
Mm.
ask, is it a Halle Berry movie?
Mm. You got to guess.
Oh Lord,
Oh,
I
that's a good guess though. But she
like
in
where
so
y'all
many
minds are
missing
going.
children movie.
she is.
True.
But I honestly
True.
don't even know the name of them. I just know she in a bunch of missing children movies.
She
I
always
know
losing her
Losing
kids.
Isaiah. I know that one.
Wasn't one called Call? Phone
I think
Call?
so.
I think I remember that one. I never
That's the one
The
I
watched it.
remember.
Call.
I think it's Call.
Yeah, The Call.
The Call. That's the only one that's standing out for me.
Okay, so are you gonna put in the call?
That's all I got to hang my hat on right now. Literally,
Okay.
The Call.
All right. The answer is Ant-Man.
What
Ant-Man.
Louise is played by Michael Pena, who is the detective in All Her
show
Fault.
That
is
is so true.
Detective
Scott Lang
Alcaraz?
is Ant-Man, and Dave is played by T.I.P. Tip Harris.
Man. Now you know I done only seen Ant-Man one time.
One time on.
One time and one time only. I wasn't finna get that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
You
man.
you got us on that one.
I get it to
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Okay. I tried. I tried. I
You
tried.
did. You
You
dug deep for
know,
that one.
as soon as I saw Michael in the show, I was like, "Hey, that's the guy from Ant-Man." I really love his call back to how things all happen. It's like the best comedy of the thing, and the reason why the third one probably didn't hit the way the other ones hit because he wasn't in it. So,
Mm.
And
so yeah,
I think this was his
Oh,
first serious role I ever seen him in.
he's probably series wise, I think, but I think he's in Flaming Hot Cheetos, maybe, I think.
mm-hmm. On Hulu,
I
yeah.
Yeah.
think, yeah, I think
Oh
he's in
yeah.
that.
He's
And
the guy
then
who
I
made
think
the Hot Cheetos.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
cool, cool, cool. I haven't watched it yet. And then I think it's another one where he plays like an astronaut that I haven't seen that's pretty serious. So he's
Okay.
actually been going lately. I just haven't had the chance to check them out. So, but yeah, yeah. It's definitely been a while. I feel like since that, but cool. All right, Blaze, what's been on your watch list? What you been checking out lately?
Honestly, haven't been watching much, but last week, finally, Percy Jackson came back, season 2 on Disney Plus. They dropped the first 2 episodes, and so if you're not familiar with it, it's based off the Percy Jackson books. It's just the show adaptation of it. And so
Hmm.
I want to say the second season is basically the second book.
Okay.
Um, I never read the books growing up. I just watched the movies. I really don't remember the
What?
movie.
What?
So I'm kind of going into this a little blind, but
Okay.
it's
I
good
can't
so
believe
far.
you haven't seen you haven't read the book, Blaze. I'm surprised about that one.
Nah, I don't know why I never read the Percy Jackson books, honestly.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I remember the movies. Yeah, the movie with
Mhm.
Brandon T. Jackson. He was in
Hmm.
there,
There was.
um, and stuff like that. So yeah, I remember that. I haven't got into it, but I did hear the first season was really good.
Oh,
So
it's really good. You definitely
okay,
should check it out.
that's dope. That's dope. Alex, what you been watching?
Right now, I'm currently watching Doc season one, about to
Mhm.
finish that, and simultaneously watching GNV season two. I think we about 3 episodes in. Finna get into episode four. So, um, Doc, I think it kind of blew up on the streaming app. I think it was Hulu, and it's finally switched over to Netflix. And my friends was
Mhm.
talking about it, saying it was a good show, so we gave it a shot. And it's about a doctor who I think she was a really good doctor, but she really wasn't a good person. And then I
Mhm.
think she ended up having a wreck and losing her memory. I think 8 years
Mhm.
out. So she only remembered everything up to 8 years ago. So, but she was still a good doctor, but she just forgot about how bad of a person she was. So, yeah.
That sounds interesting because like I can imagine each episode or each season like her interfering or coming in contact with people that she's known in the past and they got a bad history with her and she's like, "Hey, how you doing?" No, I don't want to talk
Dang.
to you.
That's exactly how it is. That's a microcosm of almost every other episode.
Hey man, that's crazy. That concept kind of reminds me of I still haven't watched it. It was like this show where these people, it's not the same at all, I don't in a sense, but it was like a group of people got on a plane and they was going somewhere, and for everybody else they had been gone for like 5 years, but they thought they had just turned back around or something like that.
Is that
And
manifest?
yeah, yeah, I think that's
Okay.
what that is.
Okay.
So that based on memory and time, that's what kind of triggered that thought about that. But that I think I did see a trailer or something about that, and that's definitely like a unique concept. So,
Very, very.
uh, but yeah, man, that's dope. That's dope.
Hmm.
I haven't been watching much myself. I have been off and on watching Mr. Scorsese docuseries on Apple. It's pretty good. Just follows Martin Scorsese's career with, of course, like balancing, how his career balances with his life. And it's been pretty good. I'm pretty sure I'm on the last episode, and I think it's 6 episodes. And I actually missed out on the early screening of it at the Hot Springs Documentary Film Festival, and the director was there and everything. But I'm definitely interested to learn more about her craft and other things that she's done leading up to this because I went in blind, and it's pretty dang good. It's interesting. Again, it's interesting to see. Well, it's not interesting. It's fascinating to see how some of the biggest names that we know today, whether it's behind or in front of the camera, how they connect to other people within the industry prior
Mhm.
Hmm.
to them blowing up. And I already, if I'm not mistaken, watching Spielberg's feature documentary a few years ago. I think I already knew that at least he and George Lucas already knew each other, and I think
Oh, really?
Scorsese was connected as well because George Lucas showed the first screening or a rough draft of Star Wars, if I'm not mistaken, to them. But they said even though it seems like a really cool concept, it's like almost kind of coming out of nowhere. And so that's what led to the whole full description that we see before every Star Wars movie. It gives a description of like where you are within that universe and stuff like that. So,
Hmm.
and lo and behold, out of all of the docs I've seen, I think this may have been the first one. I think because I don't think it was in the Spielberg one. There's actually footage of all three of them together at a party, kicking it with friends, all this stuff like that.
Hmm.
That's
Um,
crazy.
so yeah, so it just shows like how long people really be in the game and how long sometimes some people's career paths, really no matter what industry you in, may take for you to get to where you want to go, especially if it's like in the space of being an entrepreneur, you know. Uh,
Hmm.
Mhm.
but it's been pretty cool to learn more about him, learn about his motivation of why he tells the stories that he tell, especially where it comes to either his Italian background all the way to like how he was almost criticized in the sense sometime of some of his films being a little bit too violent and
Hmm.
stuff like that. So yeah, I've definitely been liking it so far, and I love how we think that you know I'm trying to think like how Quentin Tarantino loves to incorporate Samuel Jackson in a lot of his projects, and now you got
Hmm.
Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler that work a lot together.
Mhm.
With Scorsese, you get to see how it was two things: Robert De Niro, or they call him Bob, and then you have what's the guy's name? Leonardo
Leonardo.
DiCaprio,
Leonardo, yeah.
Mhm.
and you kind of learn how that works. So yeah, it's been pretty cool. So if y'all
Wow.
into docs, definitely recommend that, especially if you're deep in the film and you like Scorsese's films and stuff. So yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's good.
All right, now we finna jump into all Blaze. I keep on almost saying Blaze. Dang,
You're
I don't know why.
messy.
It's just at the tip of my tongue. Like it's crazy out here. But no, we about to go ahead and jump into all her fault. And once again, y'all, it wasn't really on my radar. I think I may have saw a couple of clips on TikTok, but like I said, Alex and Blaze really talked it up, and I was like, oh, okay, like we really need to jump on into this. And so yeah, so we jumping into it. I know it's been out a little while, but again, people have been talking about it. And I will say, just to kind of start off the conversation, I see why people were blown away up front because, you know, not too many people know, but NBC and Peacock, that is a product and in the same wheelhouse as Universal, which,
Hmm.
Hmm.
especially if you grew up in the 90s, like there was a lot of Universal films that we grew up on, and it's just legendary, especially like for those of us that in Jurassic Park, all the stuff like that. And I will say the quality alone and the cinematography
Yeah.
approach to this series and the first episode alone, it was off the chain. I was like, dang, this is good. And I loved how it started off in the
Yeah.
thick of it. Don't
Hmm.
introduce me to nobody. Don't say it's a sunny day. Where my child at?
Just work. Hey, I'm here to pick my son up. Excuse me, what you talking about?
I could have fell through the floor right then.
I
Right?
believe it. I believe it. I believe it. How was y'all feeling about like when she came in and she was talking to the lady? Because I was skeptical about the lady from the jump.
Hmm.
Hmm.
How was y'all feeling about? I mean, Alex, you kind of talked a little bit about what were your inner thoughts at the time, but like, what was y'all thought process when it's like, dang, like this is how it's starting off. This woman child is gone, and you just kind of analyzing the scene. Like, what was y'all already trying to predict at the time?
I was trying to predict if this lady had anything to do with it
Hmm.
because she actually genuinely did come off as a nice, unassuming lady. Like she didn't have no clue. I feel like for her to invite her into her home and actually help her
Hmm.
and drive her to the police station to get this started. I'm like, I pray to the Lord this lady isn't this evil that she
Right.
doing all of this knowing that she has something to do with this lady's son disappearing. Everybody that came on screen, because they did a good job of like introducing people as the thing went on. I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
what they got to do with it, or what they
Hmm.
got to do with it. Oh
Mhm.
no, they definitely got something to do with it. I was doing
Mhm.
that the whole first couple episodes until it all started fleshing out.
Hmm.
Mm.
What about you, Blaze?
Yeah, well, first of all, like when it first started, I'm trying to figure out, like, whoa, like you said, they kind of just dropped us in the thick of it. I was like, okay, hold on, let me sit down and actually pay attention because
Yeah.
the action is starting right now. And then I was like, this lady is too nice. Where
Hmm.
Yeah.
are they? What, like, I'm trying to figure out where the show was located because I was like, if they in the South, okay, it makes sense. But if they not in the South, why is this lady being so nice? Like, does she got something going on? But then at the same time, she was like genuine with it
Very.
Hmm.
too. And like
Hmm.
Alex said, as we met more people, you like, okay, maybe it's this person, maybe they did had something to do with it, and then until everything came out. But I was just like trying to pick up on all the information they was giving us each moment to
Hmm.
form
Hmm.
an idea. But honestly, like each episode, I found it difficult to be like, okay, I think it was this person, I think it was that person, because something new would happen pretty much like the
Yeah.
last 10 minutes of each episode. And you like, you know what? I don't know. All of them did it. It's all their fault.
Heck yeah. And I will say, man, kudos to her real name is Sarah, but her name in the film is Marissa, the wife.
Hmm.
Like, I loved how she acted out the processing of, oh
Yes.
snap, like
Hmm.
my child is gone. Like that was so believable and so realistic of how they approached that moment. Like I feel like anybody going from, oh yeah, I came by to get my child in. Now let's backtrack in that space because we talking about folks with money. We're talking
Right.
about folks with
Hey,
money.
money.
And
Hmm.
so like the way she processes, man, I will say that was one of my favorite moments because from her processing it to her running through that whole compound that they live at, trying to look for that her child, man. Like I was listening to Kevin Stage episode on his Patreon and they was talking about it. And Angel was that chick Angel, she was like she's like, heck, like if that was my house, I would have lost a child too. How many rooms she
No,
went
seriously,
through?
like it was so many different places to go into that house.
I thought it was like a townhome community. I said, "Oh, okay."
I know.
I thought the brother lived in another townhouse
Right,
or something.
right.
I
Man, like,
didn't.
cause I was like, dang, like I think I told Audrey, I was like, shoot, I see why they like I would have lost myself in there. How many rooms and
Hmm.
stuff you running around
Like,
in?
are you sure that the child ain't somewhere in the house?
Right. Did you check under all the beds and the
Hmm.
garages? Like, cause
The
cause
attic, the
doggone.
basement, everywhere.
The pool.
Everywhere. Man, like or pools, shoot, doggone, like how many you got? So, but yeah, like I was really blown away on how they kicked it off. Like that just really did it for me. Now,
Hmm.
before we get in too deep throughout the story,
Hmm.
after we done learned all of the people or been introduced to most of the people, we'll say probably about episode 4 or 5.
Hmm.
Who was your number one suspect?
I think I was leaning heavily towards. I forgot his name. The black guy, the
Oh,
Colin.
friend,
Colin.
Yep.
Colin,
Yep.
Colin.
Peter's friend, because I think he was just still kind of shady. That they kind of painted him in a shady, honest. We didn't know enough about his background, and I think when they introduced his gambling, I think it was
Yeah.
introduced by then. I was like, okay, he got something to do with it via gambling. That's what I was
Hmm.
thinking. I was
Okay.
like, I think he got something to do with it.
Hmm. Blaze, what about you?
I think I can see the Colin. And at one point, I was like, okay, maybe Colin and the sister Leah had something to do with it.
Hmm.
But honestly, I want to say it was when they got the phone call that Milo was back. And like, if you remember, the husband, Peter, went to go get some money, but then the money was still there. And so I was like,
Hmm.
ah,
Yep.
so he knows something.
That
He
darn
Yep.
knows
Peter.
something. And so that's like my alarms went off on him like completely right there. I was like, okay, something is going on with Peter. He's
Mhm.
acting very sketchy, more so than like, oh, I don't want to say anything because I don't want them to hurt Milo. It's like, no, I feel like you know a little bit more, sir.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. My number one, and I think Aldridge too, we kind of went back and forth, but I think we was kind of settling on Colin because I mean, and this is from a creative approach. You barely saw any black folks in this show. Let's just keep it a buck.
And
Yeah.
they
And
in
so,
Chicago.
and they in Chicago, and it's like he just stood out like a sore thumb, to be quite honest. And I'm like, how do you get here? Like, I know you're a partner and you work with Marissa, but like, how you here? And then it's just like it
Hmm.
just felt like it was a put on act when it came to like the community coming out and searching for
Hmm.
Milo as well. So I'm just like,
Hmm.
like I don't know, I'm
Yeah.
not feeling that. And then kind of playing off of the gambling part or whatever, like I was skeptical about like my process. It wasn't that I was ruling everybody out. I just feel like based off of that one cut that they showed where it's like it was like 27 days later and it's like
Oh
who
man.
ever thought they would have killed each other or whatever.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I just thought that, especially when they found Milo as early as they did in the show, I was like, well, shoot, it must be way more to it. I thought it
Hmm.
was gonna be more so other drama come up, like there is issues of other things. So like Dakota Fanning's husband, like what did he have going on,
He was
And
just a sorry sucker.
He was just a sorry.
dude,
So
dude,
sorry.
Kev on stage said this man was cheating on his wife with TikTok.
No, seriously. It had the nerve to say, "Well, I was just doing this so you could spend more time with our son." When are you going to spend more time with your son?
Bro. And it's
Hey.
and she gotta be, it's like it's like, let's keep it a buck, man. You are an educator in semi-middle school or high school. Great, proud of you. We need those. But sis over here is looking like she's bringing in the big bucks. She's the reason why you can go around and be comfortable like you are. She probably paid
Hmm.
for your car. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? And this dude making me think he working higher end. Well, I got this, I got that. Like,
right.
bro,
And
you working in high
right,
school.
when I realized he was a high school teacher, I was like, "Wait a minute, what is his problem?" Because just think about how many teachers you know growing up.
Hmm.
Like just think about the women that have not one kid but multiple kids and they
Right.
teaching. If they can make it work, why is he acting like it's such a difficult thing for him to raise his child and be a teacher?
It
Sir,
was
you tripping.
crazy.
He was bad.
Yes.
Real bad.
He had
Real
me looking
bad.
at myself like, am I that bad? Oh no, I ain't that bad. No, I'm I'm better than that. I know.
If that's the standard, I'm above it.
Oh,
Right.
definitely. I can at least find my child cup. I can think I can find that.
Bro, man. And so like, so yeah, so Colin was my number one, but I
Mhm.
also wonder because of the money comment
Hmm.
that he said on the phone of like moving things around, was he and Peter in cahoots? But
Mm,
were they in cahoots in the sense of it wasn't related to Milo, but it was some other dirty stuff that they
going
had going
on.
on.
I
So
thought
that's
that
how.
too because they both in finance. And so I was
Mhm.
like,
Mm,
well, maybe going back to what the cops' original theory was, like somebody in finance is doing this to get back at them.
Mhm.
And so
hmm
I saw that being a possible issue.
hmm hmm Um, all right, so we got all the characters and we going through things and stuff like that, and things are, moving along. They like we was talking about, like they give us this little hint over here. They say they bring in a new character over here, all the stuff like that. Well, there was a marathon, and then there's the babysitter and all this stuff like that. Now, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Out of everything else, I was kind of wondering about Carrie
Mhm.
early on. As soon as they mentioned, like I felt like it was Carrie as soon as they wanted to bring in, as soon as they was like, well, we don't know what she is. I'm like, well, she is, no
Mhm.
matter what.
Mhm.
So it was just one of those things. Was it Colin working with Carrie,
Hmm.
or
Mhm.
like we said earlier, was it Peter or whatever like that? And so
Oh
how did
yeah.
how did y'all feel about her episode in that, or did y'all already before then kind of feel like it wasn't really her or whatever like that? Even though of course it finally got exposed,
Yeah.
but like how did her episode kind of work for y'all? Did that really help make more sense to things, or it was kind of like, oh, okay?
It was shocking to me. I did not know that's where we were going.
I
I
didn't I
didn't.
didn't want to go down that road. I was like, don't make me feel bad for her. I don't want
Right.
don't make me feel bad because I'm already against this little girl. And then I'm like, oh Lord, this child. Because then
Mhm.
Yeah,
she was
man.
a child when this happened. She was 16.
Yes.
16. That's
Yes.
crazy.
I was
16.
like,
So actually what? So if she was 16 then that means she was what, 20,
two, 21.
22, 21, 22? Yeah.
Kamala was 5, right?
22.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
5.
22.
So yeah, so like so yeah, so I was like, oh, okay, it gave more back. It definitely put all the pieces together in a sense to where I
He
was like,
did.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
I get it. I still don't care for her, but
Yeah. You can't take nobody else's child. Okay.
yeah, man, because the only part I felt bad about is her mom talking to her the way she did.
Oh, her
Oh,
mama
right.
was
And then
horrible.
when her mama punched her too, I was like, whoa. Not
Because I was
slapped her,
expecting a
she
slap.
punched her.
She like, dude,
And then she
go
basically
crazy
made her
shit.
like a slick slave. Like, you gonna pay me back all you
Hmm.
owed on that credit card? And like,
Right.
oh my Lord,
Like
this
I would have
child.
been mad about the credit card too,
Yeah.
but not to that point. Especially like if you're not teaching your child financial literacy, of course she think it's okay to just swipe this card.
Right.
Yes.
She don't know any better. So
Hmm.
that's your fault as a parent. But her mother was horrible.
Yeah, she straight up told her she was crazy. I was like, dang,
But
that's
I
kind of
mean,
messed up.
I thought that like her story with I can't remember what she had, but like
Hmm.
in contrast to the detective's son who has
Hmm.
I think autism, like it shows you the contrast of like somebody who received the help, well first of all
Hmm.
is in a caring environment that's getting help versus somebody who's not in a caring environment and they're
Mm.
not receiving help, the things that can happen.
Yeah, because it was that one moment where, he went to give him a hug in the classroom and then
Hmm.
hugged him again and realized he need to, get his diaper change and stuff like that. So yeah,
Hmm.
no, that's a really good point. And I will say I really do appreciate them showing people with, I don't want to say this, but I'll say different abilities. I
Hmm.
Hmm.
appreciate them showing them in realistic light but not making people in a sense feel sorry for them. So say for instance, like the detective
Humanizing
son,
them.
yeah,
Yeah.
Hmm.
humanizing them essentially, yeah. And it's like just because things are different doesn't mean these people can't be a part of society. We just have to
Right.
be more aware of how can we possibly make things more equitable,
Hmm.
for them and put things in place. But I do like that comparison of just like this is how it is in one setting when you can get all of the resources that you need versus the other one. Like this man literally kept somebody from going to jail from a crime just to so-called get the best treatment. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So that was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Um,
And just make you think like if Carrie would have gotten the resources
yeah,
that she needed, how
mhm.
different her life could have been.
True,
Or if she
true.
just had different parents, because both her parents were sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her dad was very manipulative and
Hmm.
using her to get he thought he was going to get a payday.
Right. Instead, he got a grave.
Yep.
Yeah, which that was the thing too. Now, I will say that that was a really great twist
Hmm.
Hmm.
to finding out what happened to him, because I still thought that Colin had popped up and popped him.
Me too. I thought it was Colin.
And because even when they found out that he was found, I feel like everybody was excited except for him.
Mm.
I don't
Hmm.
remember him being just so relieved. I feel like he was just like, oh, okay, cool.
Like, dang, I found him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't feel like he was just really like into that. But we learn all these things.
Hmm.
We get to the house right before the big interview. And instead of the cameras coming in on live bodies, we looking at a couple of dead ones. What how did y'all feel about that whole thing? And we're gonna go into this last thing with the whole sword thing. But before we get to that, let's focus on the gun action.
Yeah.
how was y'all feeling about that? You know, like everything coming full circle, like learning like, dang, Milo was stolen. The original baby died in a car accident. As crazy and manipulative and possessive that he was acting towards his siblings. He actually has it towards everything in his life, apparently. So how did that play out for y'all? Like, how was y'all feeling like on a scale of 1 to 10? How surprised were y'all about this?
15.
20. 20. Especially like when you start putting in perspective all the little things that they dropped, that
Yeah,
the answer was there the whole time. Like they kept on
yeah,
showing Milo's drawings, for
Mm-hmm.
example.
Mm-hmm.
They kept on bringing up how the brother, the Peter, likes to help people, and
Mm-hmm.
how he
hmm
will do anything to help people. And so when I'm seeing this all play out, I'm like, wait a minute. He stole a baby.
Mm.
He stole a baby. But also like in Carrie's episode, when she woke up in the hospital, I assume, and I don't know if y'all assumed this as well, but I assume she lost the baby. Like she
We
had a
all
I
miscarriage.
did.
did too. I
They
Okay.
did
they made
too.
us think that.
They made us
Yeah,
think that. So when they
yeah,
showed the car accident and everything, I was like, this man is not finna take a baby. He's not finna, and he took a baby.
took it,
Took
snatched
it.
it. And you know the crazy thing about the pictures, when Carrie first went back into her room, she took her pictures down from the wall.
Mm,
Come out like when she came back from the hospital the first time.
Yep,
mm-hmm.
yep. When she went in, she was standing up on her bed and she looked around and started taking things down from a wall.
Oh yeah, because she
And
said she
then,
was dead.
yep,
Mm-hmm.
That was the death of quote unquote Josephine. That was her real name,
Yeah.
yep,
and that's
yep.
when she created Carrie.
hmm Yeah, which we should have known she was a little crazy from the get-go because we all know about the other movie, Carrie. So that may have been the giveaway.
The name.
Man,
But yeah, man.
I think for Peter though, the realization that he actually knew this whole time he had injured his brother and let his
Mm.
sister take the
Man,
fall all
That was
those
crazy.
years.
Yes.
Ah, that one did it for me. I just couldn't believe it. I was like, this guy.
And I don't remember what he said, but he was like, he brought up like, oh, I was 10 years old. I didn't know what to do. And then Leah was like, but you're an adult now.
right.
Like you've had years to come to come with the truth.
Clean.
And
Yeah, yeah,
instead you keep on pushing out this lie. Sir, you are too old for this.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Yeah, that was deep because I mean, ain't the reason why the sister was having issues
Mm-hmm.
because she thought she did that?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. It
Yep.
shaped her life. Yeah.
Yep.
Dang. Yeah, that's really crazy. And you know, it almost made me wonder, like, because you know, they say that one of the first steps of going like in being in domestic or controlling environments is when that person that is doing the harm or doing or you know the one that's manipulating individuals is they try to make it seem like the only person you need to rely on is them.
Mm-hmm.
And it
Hmm.
almost kind of made me wonder, was he part of the reason why his wife Marissa didn't have a good relationship with her family?
Probably.
Right. Because I'm like, where is her family at?
Yeah. No, nobody in her family ever showed up.
Mm-mm. She said early on to Dakota Fanning's character that they didn't have the best relationship or something like that. At least with the mom, I can't remember what the dad's situation was. I don't think.
Okay.
But yeah, that's. I mean, it definitely, like you said, Blaze, it was there the entire time. It's like, dang, bro, like,
Right on our
and
face.
yeah,
Hmm.
like all of it was like right there, and the fact that like I figured something could have happened, but the fact that he rolled up on her and she's like, you can take it," and he's like, "No, I'm gonna make this seem like a struggle, pop," and then
Right.
now let's be real here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's answer the question right now. Let's answer the question right now. If you was in a situation as a wife, what would you have done? Because me, Corrigan, if it was me, I would have did two things. Either what I just said, I would have hollered out, or I would have went out. I would have played it cool, but easily would have been like, "Hey, he did it. He did it. He did it."
Yeah.
And because in my head, I understand that there was a semi fear or a true fear of the baby or the child being taken away. But I
Mm-hmm.
just feel like DHS would have been analyzed in the sense, well, the biological mother is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The
The
biological father is gone.
biological father is gone.
Mm.
So unless we're gonna give it to, well, you can't give it to the foster mother because the foster mother, so that's not even no blood tie. So literally, she's been taking obviously good care of this child for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see them taking it away.
I
Mm-mm.
don't
That's
either.
just me. How would y'all? What would y'all would have done in that situation?
Ooh. Like you said, I would have been screaming, going crazy for a minute.
Hmm. Well,
I
no, not. I would have waited until I sat down with the police to say something. I ain't gonna scream because he still had the gun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I would have definitely probably not made too much of a big deal about it because I don't want him to shoot me.
Hmm.
yeah,
But then I would have came clean definitely after because well at that time, did she know that Peter switched the babies?
Yeah, that's
He
when
yeah,
she found out.
okay, she found
yeah,
oh yeah, for sure. Like once I rationalized all of that, oh yeah, I'm snitching.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Because I think the
especially
detect. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, especially knowing that because I think she at that point she concluded that he also killed um
Bad.
Carrie's
Yep,
dad,
Sure
right?
did.
So
yep,
I would have been
yep.
like, wait a minute, you just murdered somebody in front of me. You murdered somebody else. You took our child back and you put him in the trunk. Yeah, you finna go to jail, buddy.
Oh, I forgot he put the kid in the trunk.
He put the kid
Oh,
and left him in the parking lot by himself.
Because he just knew somebody was gonna find him.
Just knew.
just knew Peter. Woo. Man.
Because
Mm,
they was at the. She had a chance to finally say something when I think they were still at the house outside or something
they
like that on the
were.
patio.
Hmm.
And she had a chance to do it. She was like, no. Because I'm gonna say from that point on out, I did not understand the full thought process of her putting this sword in this man's life at all. Because now it's like you
Oh,
didn't
with the
you
recording.
well, no, like he at the repass when she
Mm-hmm.
ate something with soy in it and killed
Oh
Mm-hmm.
him.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like my thing is you saying you scared and you don't know because you think they might take Milo.
That's what it was.
But my thing is now your hands are dirty because you done killed somebody
Yep.
that wasn't going. I'm gonna say was it like he wasn't gonna get away with killing you. Like if it would have got to a point he would have did something to you, something was gonna happen to him.
Okay, well, I
But
don't think she wants to play with her life.
well, of course, of course, of course, of course. But it's just one of those things. It's like it's so many other ways she could have played this out to where she didn't have to kill the dude, in
I
my personal
think
opinion.
I think the reason why she made the decision to kill him because I want to say it was in the last episode where she saw Peter talking to Milo and he like grabbed him and was like, "No,
Hmm.
you gotta wait for me to do it. You gotta
Mm-hmm.
let me do it. Let me do it." And I think in that moment she was like, "Okay, knowing what I know now about my husband,
Mm-hmm.
would I be a good mother if I continue to let him be in my son's life?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
And if I do something, if I just go to the police, he's gonna come after me. So I feel like she just like, you know what, I need to just get rid of this person. I think that's how she came up to that conclusion. A very, complex, rash, crazy conclusion, but a conclusion nonetheless.
A
It was worth it.
motherly, a motherly loving conclusion.
Yes. She did what she had to do.
yeah, yeah. I mean, she played it out, man. I mean, she did her thing, but it definitely was risky doing
Yeah.
it that way because the detective picked it up and picked it apart
Mm-hmm.
real quick.
I mean,
And
he had no evidence to prove it though, so.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I feel like if he would have dug deep, he could have, but the only thing that didn't give him an edge is they never talked about, which I found very unique. They never talked about like camera access throughout the whole investigation of all these things.
Mhm.
That I heard as much, more so at the house. They probably
Mm-hmm.
did at the school, but with the house. And then second of all, um, the sister-in-law Leah, she knew that she knew better Marissa knew better, but
Oh yeah, she lied for her. Sure did.
yeah, she
Mm-hmm.
was like, "Am I gonna help him out?" Then it was thought this man just talked to me crazy at my boyfriend's repast. Uh,
Right.
it'll be all right.
Yeah.
I mean, he already dead, so what's the point of ruining Milo's life
All right.
Listen,
by taking the only
listen.
mother he has and he just lost his father?
Yeah, yeah. So it was definitely a wild ride. I definitely enjoyed the show. I really
What's good?
did. It was really solid. Any other thoughts before we adjourn?
When I talked to my brother about it the other week, he was like, it's funny how the show ended up being anybody but her fault.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
It was not her fault at all.
It should have been
Exactly.
all Peter's fault.
All
Yep.
Peter's fault.
In multiple ways too, because like who was that? The Dakota Fanning's husband, he was causing issues with them when she was trying like
Hmm.
and then that whole dialogue in the bathroom, talking about, you're awesome, all the pet compliments, I guess you could say instead of pet names and stuff. So yeah, that was the thing that was just very fun. And then because Peter tried to put it on her early on because he was like, you didn't
Hmm.
you didn't recognize any,
Right.
whatever early on.
Yeah, all this stuff. I'm like, dude, don't do this. Like, don't do
Don't
it.
do this. Don't
But
blame her.
come find out he was just a horrible person. So,
Whole
Awful,
time.
mm,
awful
Whole
human
time.
being.
And at the end of the day, let's keep it a bug. I forgot to say this earlier. She didn't want him in the first place. She was tired
nah,
of him.
Oh, she was tired of that man.
they was on the verge of divorce regardless of what.
Hmm.
For
And
And I
sure.
think they,
and that's
yeah.
probably something else that fueled her decision that
Yeah.
she knew this man was not going to let her go. He won't
Never.
even let his brother go.
Mm-mm.
Right. Because
Oh,
it was one of
Ron.
those things that she mentioned about how what she asked him what was his favorite part about being a father or just being a dad to Milo.
Hmm.
And he said the most darkest thing, talking about whenever he
I
have a
know.
freaking nightmare.
He
Yeah.
can go in and comfort him. I was like, what? Divorce him. Leave him.
Sick, 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 man.
Sick. And then, she said later on that basically it allows her to get away from him, pretty
Yep.
much.
I think she
Using him
said
as an
that.
excuse
Yep.
to send him away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that
it's
never was gonna end well.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was crazy, man. But definitely a great project. I'm definitely interested to see how many Emmys this limited series will get. So
They
definitely a
definitely
good thing.
deserve some.
Most
This
definitely.
this remind me of the end of last year. I think HBO Max came out with The Penguin, and I think Amazon
Mm,
came out with Alex Cross. Like they kind of saved some
mm,
of the best series for the end of the year, and
Hmm.
mm.
Peacock did the same.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I definitely wasn't expecting this. Very bold move, but I do think it was smart because like you said, I feel like everybody's gone into like Christmas mode, watching
Hmm.
nostalgia things or going to the
Hmm.
movies to see certain things. So definitely it was a good sneak in for the adults that have time to watch stuff like this. So yeah, it was definitely dope, definitely dope. So. Well, all right, y'all. This is it for this episode. As we talked about all her fault, we found out that it definitely was not. It was Peter's fault. And he got what he got. And so we hope you enjoyed this episode. Glad to finally have my guy Alex on
Finally,
another episode with
Yes.
us.
it was
And hopefully
Welcome.
fun.
we'll be able to keep him on for many, many more
Looking
in the
forward to
future.
it.
Dope, dope. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good rest of the night, morning, or whatever time of the day you listen to this. Peace.
Peace.
Peace out.